Recording in progress. Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a quick technical analysis of Tesla. I'll be looking specifically at the 50-day moving average, at the 200-day moving average, and the MACD indicator down here. The goal here is to show you what this indicators currently suggest to investors and whether the stock's momentum is strengthening, weakening, and staying consistent. Everything here is based on the most recent daily chart here on Thinkorswim. So first we'll be starting comparing the price line compared to the 50-day moving average. Here you can see that Tesla was trending way above the 50-day line for a while, but it recently dipped under the 50-day line, and we can see that here. We can see that dip. The 50 days currently sitting around the low 430s, and the price is currently around 404. Whenever the price drops below the 50-day, it usually means that the short-term momentum is slowing down. And that's kind of what we're seeing after a pretty strong run from Tesla here. We could see the price line pulling down here for Tesla after the strong run that we saw here. Uh, so next we're gonna take a look at the 50-day line versus the 200-day line here. And here the picture is a little bit different. The 50 days still above the 200-day line here, which is more of like a long-term bullish setup at the moment. Whenever the shorter moving average is above the 200-day average, it usually tells us that trend the trend is still moving up, even though the stock is sort of dipping down here. Next, we're gonna compare the price line compared to the 200-day line here. Um, we can see that Tesla is nowhere near, the price line is nowhere near the 200-day line at the moment, which is in the high 330s. So this usually tells us that in the long-term trend, uh, Tesla is still strong and that investors are still seeing the stock in a positive light overall. And finally, we're going to take a look at the MACD indicator here at the bottom. Here you can see that the MACD line has crossed the signal line here. And here you can also see the histogram turning red as well to reflect that. This usually tells us the same thing that we saw here at the 50-day, right? That the short-term momentum for Tesla is weakening. And it's not to say that it's crashing, but it's more of like a slowdown for the stock. So if we wrap up and we put all the information together, we could see that in the short term, Tesla, the trend is that Tesla is cooling off here. And that in the long term, Tesla still looks strong right now. And the MACD here is sort of like confirming the short-term trend that we saw above with the 50-day line. So overall, Tesla is in a long-term uptrend, but it's sort of going through a short-term correction at the moment. And that is my quick analysis. And thank you all for watching.